Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Armageddon Empires. We won our second 225 and 10-point deck. It is now time to increase the deck points to 275 and our tile points to 15. Let's go and do so, and we'll play against 3 opponents on the largest map size possible. Yep, we're doing it. Alright, so the first thing I do when editing a deck of this sort, or creating the first 275-point deck, is save the deck name as 275 and 15. This way, I know what it's capable of. Next, I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing to this deck as we increase its point levels. Usually, I will add a 3rd Research Center, War College, and Intelligence Center, and if I've added an air defense system, I'll usually grab another one of them. Often, I will also take another Terminus, giving me 4 of them and 1 Imperial Keep. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that this time. Maybe I'll leave what I've got in my deck and not rely on, and not weight it down with so many facility cards, but I'm not sure yet. Let's go ahead and add units first to the deck. So, we'll go ahead and add 1 of each of our infantry cards first. And how many points is this? This is 2, 4, 7. For 3 new cards. That'll be fine. Let's do that. And then, because OCD compels me, we must add them in the right spots. As you see, I really enjoy increasing the power level of my units through research and genetics and technology cards. I also like using Imperial Infantry to basically just sit around in terminuses or my supply/barrack facilities to stop the AI from just waltzing into them with an easy scout and claiming them and then robbing me of supply range. And I think they fill that role very well. We've also seen Weapons Platoon can be extremely powerful if fully upgraded. Oh crap! Speaking of infantry cards, let's put you over here. Next, I think we probably should add a few strong cards to the deck before I add anything weaker. So, let's go right to our armor and add another elephant, another tiger tank. I might add another cheetah. Arguably, I should do so, but I'm going to wait until I see what else I can fit in this deck. There you go, elephant. Alternatively, you know what? We could just simply not add a tiger and instead add another vengeance. How many of them do we have? Yeah, let's not add another tiger. We'll add a vengeance and or a vindicator. I probably really should add the Vindicator, because it's a decent unit, and it also has anti-air, which means I won't feel as compelled to add an air defense structure facility to the deck, saving me, I think, 3 points. Alright, so we added another elephant. We'll go ahead and add another vengeance. And yeah, we'll add a Vindicator as well. So we've added a few weak infantry, we've added a very powerful elephant and a very powerful vengeance, and we've added a single vindicator. I think, what's over here? My recon units. We'll leave 4 Imperial Recon, we're not going to add the next one of them. Instead, we'll spend 10 points to add 2 more Rangers to the deck. Now, we've only got 15 points left, so I don't think there's very much more we can add to this deck. I want to add another hero, at least 1 more. So the question is, do you want to add Albert Feynman, who's supposed to be Mr. Freeman, to give us a good amount of technology? And as you've seen, I build a lot of that. We could also add Cornelia West. So she helps all our technology and genetics roles with Master Administrator. And she also makes it so we can draw cards more easily. I want to add 1 of them, and then I think I want to add another scout? We could add another scout, or we could add Carter Powell to the deck. Let's add Mr. Powell. And then... See, Cornelia herself doesn't do anything for our technology creation roles, but Albert does. We'll skip Miss Cornelia. And we'll add... Well, then again, hold on. 1 technology, 2 technology, 1 genetics, 3 technology, 2 genetics. We'll add Mr. Freeman. Oh, but then again, the card draw is would be so nice. No, we'll add. I don't know. I don't know who I want to add. We'll add Cornelia. Add Miss West? We'll add Miss West. Can I add more Groms to the deck? We can add another Grom. That leaves us with 8 points left for facilities or anything new. Now, new, which there's not a whole lot of anything new we can add for that amount of points. We could add more air power, adding another Nightwing. We could also add some Imperial Facts. We could add 2 of Imperial Facts, but then I can't add another air card. Let's add another Nightwing. And with our leftover points, 4 more left, I think we'll go ahead and add a single intelligence center. Actually, Tim, with 4 points, why don't we do what I usually do after all and take another research lab and another war college. And you know what? I don't think I'll take Miss West. I think we'll take Mr. Freeman instead. Yeah, we'll take Mr. Freeman. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this, and that will be our deck. "14 heroes, 46 unit cards, 17 facility, and 5 air." It might be too top-heavy. We might have to drop the infantry, 7 infantry I just dropped, for example, and probably take another elephant, maybe. But we'll see how well this does. So my concern at the moment is we have a lot of units. We could have several turns in a row which we don't get any of the heroes we need because of how many unit cards are in this deck. So slimming it down could be, and probably is, a good idea. But we'll try this for a game or two and see what we think of it. Oh, right, Fraps is still. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We wanted to add more tiles to the deck as well. Okay, so at this point level, we'll remove these 2 extra cards we added and take a peek. So nothing stops us from adding, like, another core resource tile to the deck, which would give us a huge amount of starting resources if I so wish. I usually don't do so, only because I feel a little guilty doing it, but it's not a bad idea whatsoever. I'm thinking we'll add a single secondary resource tile. So we could probably use some tech. We have a tech and energy card. So we could add this. We could put back the shanty towns as well. See, but that's 6 points for that, Tim. That is 6 points for that, and we could get the same. We could get a staging area, which would give us everything that gives us for 1 point cheaper, and 1 materials. Do we have anything that gives us 2? The abandoned base gives us 2 of each. It's 8 points, though. This would finish up our tile points. No, I want to add a minefield or 2. Why don't we do that to start? And it should probably be a minefield 1 because they're cheaper. That will only leave us, Tim, with 4 points. So we'll add a single minefield with 6 points left over to spend on resource tiles. Yeah, let's go ahead and do what I was doing originally. We'll add a destroyed factory in the shantytown. Now, normally I would not recommend you do this if you're watching this. I do this because for some reason I like making the game even tougher than it is. but we're going to go ahead and do this instead. So we have our crater base, shade towns and destroyed factories. Arguably, I should get rid of these two, and instead add a staging area, which would give us one of everything, but we're going to go ahead and do this instead. This is definitely worse, though. Just keep that in mind. You're not seeing me play the game as efficiently as I should be playing it. Okay, so with our deck created, let's go ahead and use it. So we're going to go ahead and select 275 and 15 now. And we'll go ahead and select the human condition as a deck to play. We'll play on a huge map size now. We'll still leave resources and specials as uncommon. I'm not going to enable cults yet. That'll happen after like 2 games of this deck. And we can just select everyone because we're going to be playing against 3 opponents. And we could select random for the free mutants, but we're going to get random for all 3, but it doesn't matter. Like, okay, we'll still be fighting all 3 people. Let's go ahead and do so now. Start the game, Tim. Okay, let's see who's playing first. Yeah. I'll get to deploy my stuff first. So, the differences we're going to find out here is that I believe player 1, whoever wins first turn, they're going to get 12 points. Player 2 earns 10, player 3 earns 8, and the final 4th player earns 6, if I recall correctly. And, okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself. What are we doing here? So, as usual, I still like pushing my base out to a certain direction. This way I'm not too close to where the enemy's located, I hope. I don't know, like, we could end up being right next to an enemy on this side, and another enemy up here. We could stick in the middle, but then I'm likely to end up running into all 3 right away. Let's push ourselves into the left direction. So we'll deploy some shanty towns here. We'll go ahead and deploy a minefield here. I'll deploy our crater base in this location. Oh wow, everyone has lots of tiles today. Xenopods are done. Our destroyed factories, I think we'll put them... Let's put them behind our base. We didn't really push our base far enough in this direction. I should have probably put the shanty towns here, ash plains here, or our, whatchamacallit, our destroyed factory, whatever that is, and then a crater base in this location with the minefield up above it, but it's too late now. Let's go ahead and deploy our Imperial Fortress, and we're good to go. Okay, as usual, I don't care who goes first, so we're just going to, well, at least not for the first few turns. And we go last. Okay, it's completely acceptable. And now we look at our hand first. We have 2 Vengeance in our hand. That's awkward. A War College and a Research Lab right away as well, which is good. We can deploy them into our crater base immediately. And we have Hannibal Zarkov as our starting hero. Okay, so no general or scout. We also have a fire base, which is a very useful card to have in the beginning, because I can, if I see any cities around, we can go ahead and begin moving toward taking them. But the only city we have is this one, which is within our range already. Yep, our supply will give us this. Next, for the map itself. So, just clicking on supply, I'm already worried, because there is not a lot of terrain blocking any enemy's approach to our crater base. So we have to worry about the free mutants in particular being able to reach out and destroy me immediately. For possible locations we're interested in, we've got up here, we have 2 towns and a city. So I'm interested in going that direction for the resources. Oh wow, there aren't a good many cities or towns around at all. We have 2 more cities and 2 more towns on the right side of the map. Interesting. How's the terrain? There's a lot of difficult terrain up here in the center of the map. This area will be difficult to traverse through. There's some difficult terrain on this side too. Unfortunately, once the AI lands a base in this area, they'll be able to march to my base probably very easily. So my chief concern is getting, as usual, getting our hero out, Hannibal Zarkov, and claiming the starting resources. We do have a weapons platoon to deploy in our crater base to help us defend it. Other than that, though, this will be a bit tricky. We need a better hero than Hannibal Zarkov to lead our armies. But to start with, there's nothing else for us really to do. We also didn't start with a scout, so we're going to go ahead and make the Alpha Squadron, as usual. And draw a card. Hey! Vladimir Kos! Wonderful. We get a general. That was very lucky. Go last again. The game breaks... if you roll off for ties, like 2 pairs of ties, the AI will try to resolve the who went first, and then who goes third, second. Alright, let's deploy Vladimir Kost. We'll get him added to Alpha Squadron. He's got Leader 2, which is also really useful to have someone who has increased speed, so I definitely want him into play. With the leftover action points, we could make another army, we could draw another card. I think we'll draw another card. Again, I don't care if I go first or not, which is a good thing, because we're going last again. Vladimir Kos can make a materials team. And then we can move him into the shanty towns. Holy crap, third. Oh, third. We only get 7 AP points. Oh, I was completely wrong. 14 AP for first place, 10 for second, 7 for third, and 6 for fourth. Ugh. Well, let's build a recruiting post for more resources and move Alpha Squadron to the destroyed factories. And I can't do anything else. We can't draw another card. We don't have the... Well, we could draw another card, but then I have to discard something. So no, we'll just end our turn. Hey, going second. Okay. So I really want to draw cards, if possible, this turn. But I need these resources first. Let's build the energy team and the tech team. Move Alpha Squadron back to Crater Base. And let's draw a card. We're at our maximum size, so I have to discard a card. I don't really feel like I want to discard a card, so we will instead make another army. And we're getting 2 of each resource each turn. I still don't care about going first. We go second. That's awesome. Okay. We can deploy the weapons platoon, and we should do so. We could wait around to deploy the Emperor's Own, but I really want something into play at the moment. And I think we'll leave them in the base. I'm not even going to bother... Well... The argument sim should be that you deploy them in the Alpha Squadron so you have the benefit of a general leading them. Let's draw a card first. An air card. Darn it. Getting one of these... Well, it's not a bad card to get, but getting one so early is a bit tricky. Because I don't want to discard it. I have nothing in my hand I want to discard, and I... want to draw more cards. Unfortunately, we can't really do so. Let's go ahead and let's move the weapons platoon to Alpha Squadron. It might be a few turns before we move them out. And there's nothing I'll be able to... Well, we can probably deploy the War College. So if we deploy the War College here, Vladimir Kos can begin working on advanced training for the weapons platoon, for example, which I think it will take... I think we'll grab more hit points for them. We could also get the research lab into play, though, which Hannibal Zarkov can begin making technology with. Next turn? Well, 2 turns. I'm not sure what to do. Let's end the turn. I don't want to discard an air card at the moment. We've only got 4 in the entire deck. This is our 4th turn going last in 7 turns. That's pretty terrible. We could deploy Mr. Zarkov. Get him out of our hand. Let's do that. This way we can draw another card. Intelligence Center. I really want that deployed. We can't do it this turn. We don't have the AP. Wow, if mutants have found somebody, good for them. Let's get this into play. And immediately level it once. Give me Sniffer 5 and AP, 3 AP. Draw another card. Another Emperor's Own. 2 more turns we can deploy one of them. So far things are looking pretty bad for us, honestly. We're going last half of the time. Which is a bit awkward, because that means I can't just draw lots of cards. Just end our turn. There's nothing we can do. I wanted to play another Emperor's Own to have another unit in our base. Going third? I don't think I like the deck. I think we need to take out the infantry we added, remove the 3rd Research Lab of War College, and instead add more powerful units to get the number of cards down. Let's go ahead and add an Emperor's Own. We'll add you to Alpha Squadron. And draw a card. End our turn. Yeah, we have too much infantry. The deck's a little too heavy. I'll bid 1 energy. Going third. Okay, let's deploy another Emperor's Own. That will stay in the... actually, we can add this to the Alpha Squadron as well. Vincent Mudge. We might as well... do I want to deploy him? It would get him out of our hand. It would get him out of our hand. But then I couldn't deploy... Oh, we could deploy the Weapons Platoon next turn anyway. Let's do that. As you see, I'm not really doing anything at the moment. I should be probably moving a unit around outside of the map to begin looking for supplies. In fact, you know what? We're gonna let's use that. Let's deploy the weapons platoon. It can stay here in our base, and I think we'll do something I normally would never do. We're gonna move into the city with Alpha Squadron. This could be really bad, but I don't feel like I have a choice at the moment. Let's do it. Tentacle Beasts. Oh, this is terrible. Well, we'll attack. Tentacle Beasts will easily wipe out the weapons platoon. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. So, they have Neurotoxin 4. You can read right here. That means if they damage a unit, they have to make a resistance check or they take additional damage. So, we'll lose the weapons platoon if they take any damage, basically. And they have a good chance of just annihilating our Emperor's Own as well. But we're here now. Let's see if we can actually do some damage to these things. 1 damage. Yep, they're going to go right after the weapons platoon and attempt to kill it. I'll spend a single fate to keep him alive for a round. With his... That's right, they have Disrupt 2 and Disable 2 as well, though, which has really weakened this Tentacle Beast. Let's try killing it. That's not going to do it. I'll spend another fate. Okay, good. We're keeping them alive. Holy crap, we actually kill a Tentacle Beast in round 1. Next round. Weapon Platoon first again, just in case we lose them. 1 damage again, but it is enough to weaken that Tentacle Beast. Hey, awesome. They actually managed... The Weapons Platoon managed to dodge the other beast attack. And now we'll focus on that one, hopefully kill it. We're interested in doing so as well because this Disable and Disrupt only lasts for 1 round. So we really need to punish the one that was weakened. Ooh! That would hurt our Emperor's Own. Wow, I'm also getting lucky in that every time we spend a fate point, we've been actually successful at helping us block that single point of damage we would normally be taking. We wipe out another Tentacle Beast. Doing 2 damage that time with Weapons Platoon. That will hopefully keep the Weapons Platoon alive. It will do so. Wonderful. And hopefully we can kill it. Wow, excellent hit. Down it goes. Ooh, hello resources. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and do nothing, because I need resources to do anything there. Oh, okay. Industrial complex is very good, but we're going to have to increase the level of our Imperial Fortress. So it looks like our resource problem will be solved soon. So we want a materials team to start. That's all we're going to do. We can bid 1 energy each round to attempt to go first. And then Alpha Squadron can move away. Back to the crater base. Next, I want to increase the level of our Imperial Fortress once, and then deploy the industrial complex to it. And with that, we should be able to get Vengeances into play, assuming we could actually go first. We have to at least go second to get a Vengeance into play. We can probably deploy 2 resources each turn now. Oh, that was, it's not really going to help me, though. It'll help me draw cards I don't need to draw. Let's increase our level. Still can't deploy anything, though. So we have all these action points and nothing to spend it on. I should have thought about that before I bid all those resources. Yeah, there's nothing I really can do. Unless I want to discard a card, and I don't really want to discard anything I got in my hand at the moment. Actually, we have to we can't use all 3 of these facility cards in this crater base. It's not possible. Because we can only upgrade this 2 more times. And we've got, like, these slots here are not available to be upgraded. These are only for resource collectors, basically. So, I'm going to have to choose a card to hold to wait with. We could, 15 action points is a ton of action points just to have to throw away, Tim. Why don't we take a risk here, and we'll toss out our War College? Is that what I do, Tim? You can also toss out an air card. Let's toss out the JSF-2. Imperial Infantry. I'm getting 3 of each resource, so if I deploy them this round, I can't deploy any of my facility cards. I'm just going to end my turn with 12 action points remaining. Let's actually make a... Might as well do this at least. Imperial Recon. Dust. Recon Ash. Valentine. Kusanagi. Might as well put the AP to good use. I'll just bid 1 resource. Let's get that industrial complex deployed to help our incoming resources. Draw a card. End our turn. Alright, we are now getting a decent amount of resources each turn. And it won't matter if we can't go first. Okay, still can't deploy a Vengeance until we can actually go third or first. Let's get a Tiger tank into play then. We'll add it to Alpha Squadron. And this is a pretty decent group now. Going third again. We'll go ahead and deploy our Imperial Infantry to the crater base. Might as well get some more defenders in it, and they'll stay there, actually. Let's use the Alpha Squadron and begin looking for some resources or anything. So, we'll move them out. Nobody's discovered an old battlefield. You may choose to claim it, we may not observe it, or continue moving on. We will claim this. Getting 4 materials and 6 technology. Wouldn't mind deploying that Vindicator. Thankfully, the 3 bonus AP we're getting each round is making this bearable for us. Let's deploy the Vindicator. Actually, we can draw an extra card. No, let's use Alpha Squadron a bit more. We'll increase the level of our Imperial Fortress once, which will let me deploy one of my other facilities next turn. And it probably should be the War College. We're going second. Actually, we need to deploy that Vengeance. So let's do that. Now, our base has a decent defense in it. The War College is next because I have so many infantry units that advanced training could prove really useful. Hi everyone, but I think we're at turn 21. We'll do this turn and then we'll call the session. So let's go ahead and move our Alpha Squadron about a bit. That's good enough. We'll with the tech team here. And we'll end our turn. We'll see if we can go next, and that will do it for us. Nod has walked into our base. We will attempt to capture him. We need to capture him. Actually, we're going to finish this round as well. I'm totally going to use my reloads here to try to capture Nod. So, can I can't get Alpha Squadron into this. Without other recon units, he's going to be tough to hunt. But I still want him. Nod is their assassin. We kill him. That's okay. We'll spend our action points doing that. To finish off a free mutant is amazing, especially Nod. So I'm glad he's gone. Shame we didn't capture him. Those bonus APs could have come in really useful. Unfortunately, now the free mutants know where we're located. Ugh. Going last again. Alright, everyone. Well, that'll do it for this session. Thank you guys for watching. And I don't think we're in the best position. We have a decent amount of resources coming in, but it looks like the AI does as well. We've had no recon units drawn, so it's really difficult to know what's going on around here. We can't actually find the enemies very easily. The only reason we picked up Nob is because of Sniffer 5. Thank goodness we actually got that check successfully. And the only thing that I can think of doing now on this turn is getting Alpha Squadron out and exploring so we can figure out where other things are located. We need more resources, we need specials, and we need to figure out where the enemies are. But if we just walk into an enemy base, that's gonna suck. We could also spend some time getting Vladimir Coast back to the crater base and deploying our War College there to improve the power of our infantry. But those are things for the next session. Thank you all for watching, and I will see everyone in the next game. Take care, everyone.